The Vice President received praises and warnings as she takes on the helm in the government's drug war.
The VP, though, drew flack for skipping her very first cabinet meeting. Maricel Halili reports.
We welcome the acceptance of the VP Leni of the offer of, as well as the appointment to her by the President as anti-illegal drug czar.
Malacanang gave the thumbs up to Vice President Leni Robredo after she accepted President Duterte's challenge to co-chair the Interagency Committee on Anti-Illegal Drugs. Presidential spokesperson Panelo commended Robredo's decision, which she made despite strong advice from her camp to reject the offer.
By her acceptance, it shows that she is much smarter than her colleagues in the opposition.
The palace spokesperson says the first order of business for Robredo is for her to meet with President Duterte to discuss her new mandate and the parameters of the position. Panelo says Robredo will have the freedom to call the shots as she takes on the helm of the administration's anti-drug campaign. He assured Robredo that she will receive full support from the entire cabinet and all government agencies.
Will she have access to documents from the council? What kind of documents?
What council?
The anti-drug council, sir.
Well, of course, she's the co-chair. Why should she not have access?
So she will have access to
As we said, we will give all the support. Being a member of the cabinet, it behooves all of us to help each other because her success is the success of the cabinet.
Former presidential aide and now Senator Bongo likewise welcomed Robredo's decision and said she can have her way in dealing with the drug menace. The lawmaker previously dared the VP to take on the role so she can see for herself that fighting illegal drugs is not a walk in the park.
This is a very welcome development that VP Leni Robredo accepted the challenge. It's not a trap. We want her to succeed. Gusto namin maging success. Sino ba namang Pilipino na hindi gustong maging isa ang ating hangarin?
In her acceptance speech, the Vice President says she wants a better approach to the war on drugs. For one, Robredo wants to put an end to the bloody drug war that claims even innocent lives. Instead, she wants to fry the big fish.
Mula simula, ang gusto ko ay maging maayos ang kampanya laban sa iligal na droga. Itigil ang pagpatay ng mga inosente. Panagutin ang mga abusadong opisyal, tulad ng mga ninja cops at mga nagpalusot ng tone-toneladang shabu.
But De La Rosa, who has served as the president's top cop, said taking a mild approach to the drug war won't work. The lawmaker says no one wants killing to be part of the campaign. Still, he said, war is war, and there is always bound to be some casualties.
Yung killings, lahat naman tayo umiiwas kung pwede. Sino ba gustong pumatay ng kapwa Pilipino? But remember, ang sinalihan niya is war on drugs. At ang kalaban mo dyan ay mga siraulo. War is not a bed of roses. Hindi man ito pwede pa cute-cute lang. Hindi man ito pwedeng pa buka-buka lang. Action ito. This is war.
On the other hand, Robredo says she knows what she's up against. Still, she vowed to continue expressing her opinion on controversial issues.
Kaya kung iniisip niya na sa pagpayag kong ito ay tatahimik ako, nagkakamali siya. Tinatanong nila ako kung handa ba ako para sa trabahong ito. Ang tanong ko, handa ba kayo para sa akin?
Robredo's legal counsel, Barry Gutierrez, is irked about the criticism Robredo is getting, despite her gracious acceptance of Duterte's offer. He says Robredo knows that she is facing a tall order, but she's ready for it. Gutierrez adds that maybe it's her critics who are not prepared for what's coming. Malacanang brushed this off, saying the president will not offer her the position in the first place if they are not ready for her.
Tagal lang anda, kaya nga binigay sa kanyang posisyon. It should be good because there is an appointment and there is an acceptance.
With all that, the Interior Department simply says Robredo should be given a chance to take a different route in the drug war. The DILG says it will do what it takes for Robredo to succeed in her post, signaling support from executive agencies.
Number one siya na kritik nitong pamahalaan na to dahil sa kampanya na ginawa ng ating Pangulo. Ngayon, patunayan natin ngayon, tignan natin kung anong pagbabago ang magagawa niya para kung kanyang ninanais na mga sistema ay magawa natin smoothly.
Hours after Robredo's acceptance of her appointment, cabinet members met to discuss the government's response to the recent earthquake series in Mindanao. Despite Malacanang's statement that she is already welcome to attend, Robredo was a no-show. But presidential spokesperson Panelo already predicted this early yesterday, given the tight schedule of the vice president.
In fact, she's invited to attend today's cabinet meeting, but I suppose it's so tight a schedule. I don't think she may be able to come.
Now, Robredo's camp is hoping that her new designation will usher in a new era of cooperation between the president and her second-in-command. Robredo herself hopes for the same.
Mr. President, 2.5 taon na lang ang naiiwan sa iyong administrasyon. Hindi pa naman huli ang lahat. Pwede pa nating pagtulungan ito.
For News 5, Maricel Halili, we are One News.
Critics of the drug war are now pinning their hopes on the vice president. We have detained Senator Laila de Lima believing that the only thing that can prevent Robredo's success are corrupt politicians that stand in her way. Earlier, de Lima warned the VP that she is being set up to fail by Duterte's allies. But now that Robredo has accepted the offer, the detained senator says that she trusts Robredo to bring about change in the anti-drug campaign as long as her position is recognized by the president's men. Former senatorial candidate Chel Diokno hopes that Robredo will put an end to the killings and that through her leadership, the government will finally take a better approach to the drug problem. Diokno added that solving any social problem does not require the police to, quote, act inhumanely. And Amnesty International echoes the same sentiment. The group is demanding from the administration that Robredo be given the power to hold accountable the culprits behind the PNP's bloody war on drugs. Amnesty International added that Robredo must be enabled to stop the daily Tokhang killings and change the campaign's current command structure. Otherwise, according to Amnesty International, this move from Duterte is nothing but an empty gesture.
DFA Chief Teddyboy Locsin, meanwhile, took to Twitter while Robredo was delivering her acceptance speech on Wednesday. Locsin tweeted a series of reactions to Robredo's statements. He said the VP doesn't need any luck because she has her work cut out for her and help is always available. He also suggested to the Vice President that she only ask for help from the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency and not from Europeans who, quote, don't shower daily. The DFA officials said it was the U.S. DEA who helped former President Cory Aquino curb the drug trade, infecting the armed forces during her administration. And to close out his reaction thread, the Foreign Affairs Secretary promised that Robredo will no longer hear from him. Locsin added that the president trusts Robredo to do her best.